Mississippi state line. And we took 4 specific colleges and made them into one. And then right after he left, he taught us well how to do it. We took in a private institution in 1993, and it became a part of the big Bevel State system. So it's a privilege to be here to work with you, a colleague, friend, and a mentor as well. Let me introduce our folks here today. We're glad to have Dr. Christy Kodrowski. Please stand up. I could let them introduce themselves, but I'll do it. She's our Senior Vice President, and she supervises student services, she supervises academic affairs, she supervises our foundation office, and more. Also, we have Dr. Deidre Price, who's our Vice President of Academic Affairs here. She comes out of the humanities area of the college, taught English for a number of years, and then we brought her to the dark side of administration. Whitney Rutherford, we robbed her out of a legal office in Austin, Texas, and she's now our official General Counsel and Chief of Staff. Dr. Sandy Arteaga, our Dean of College Pathways and the principal of our collegiate high school. And it's been a privilege, Dr. Meadows, working with Brenda Kelly as you bring on the charter school. These two individuals have much respect for each other, and Brenda, we're excited about what you all are doing over here, and really, really glad to be a little bit a part of helping you launch. Tanner McKnight. Tanner is from Arkansas. He's a Razorback, and we stole him out of Eastern Arkansas. He's our new Vice President for Business Operations and Finance, and doing a great job. Dr. Charlotte Cuss is our Dean of Health Sciences and Business, does a great job there. Many of you know that in addition to your wonderful Triumph Gulf Coast grants, we just won a very large one to double the size of our nursing program, and Dr. Cuss is leading the charge with that. Brian Brooks came to us from Dallas, Texas. He's our Associate Vice President for Strategic Communications. We're glad to have him. Cole Allen. Cole Allen worked with me in Missouri in IT. He's phenomenal, Associate Vice President for Information Technology, and helps us manage Banner, the Aleutian product. Kevin Brown. Kevin, you've done a great job. Dr. Meadows has really done a nice job talking good about you. And you helped us both achieve much this year, and we appreciate that. Also, Dr. Jeff McGill is here. He's our interim Dean of Career Education, and he was instrumental on our side in making this agreement come to life, and we appreciate him very much. We also are glad to have Melissa Wolf, who's Executive Assistant to the President at Northwest Florida, and then you have, Brian, some of your team. We have Susan McDonald and Avery with us over here. And does that get everyone?
It's your wife.
Oh, the most important person in the house is my wife, Judy. And we have a wonderful relationship with Dr. Meadows and Kitty. So Judy said, I've got to go and support you all. So she's here today, and it's good to see her. I don't see her much.
Everybody knows Judy, would you stand up so my folks can see? He's really out of Judy.
That's right. She does exist. I have a number of remarks. I just want to say that some of our people wrote a shell of remarks for me, and I put the Devinisms with it. But we are excited for our students for this, what we're calling, as you know, a seamless pathway. Our folks call it a cyber-based superhighway. How do you like that, Kurt? That's pretty good. A cyber-based superhighway of sorts that will provide great opportunity to high-wage and high-demand jobs. It makes sense. Somebody said, well, why Pensacola State? Well, number one, this is a great school. We're really like brothers and sisters because we're both members of the 28-member Florida college system, recently named the #1 higher ed system in America. So why wouldn't we want to partner with each other being the best? The best is our standard indeed. And so we're very, very proud of that. We believe that there's going to be much continuity here. The proximity is good, although, hey, Dr. Critter,
Hey.
how are are you?
Yeah.
Good to see you, sir.
Thank
My son brags on you all the time. He works here. Here's the interesting stat, and then I'll wrap up. There are right now 22,000 unfilled cybersecurity jobs in the state of Florida alone right now. It's going to be very difficult for just the two of us to do this, but there need to be more partnerships like this. And not only is it good for our students, but the excellent part is good for Florida. It's good to help fill this very deep chasm, this gap we have in the workforce for cybersecurity. And here's just a couple of reasons why we want to invest in this program and why we started it. You started it before we did. We started the associate degree program. But it safeguards our digital assets. And Cole comes to our meetings all the time and talks about security and the type of invasions that we're seeing digitally into our cyber world. It also will help us protect privacy, maintain economic stability, preserve our national security, and also foster technological advancements, which is moving very rapidly. Our goal is and has always been to provide high-quality educational opportunities for our students at a very reasonable price. That is why we exist, and that is why we serve. So I just want to say thank you today for the opportunity to be here, and I hope we do this more with other programs that we have. It's great to see you, and thank you for this opportunity.
Our Board of Trustees Chair, Dr. Troy Tippett, just walked in, and Dr. Tippett, I would have waited for you if I had known you were coming, but we've already introduced everyone, but if you would like to address the group, say a few words to them, you're quite welcome to do that before we do the ceremony signing. And I'll tell you what, as you turn around, if you're from Northwest, would you raise your hand so he can see his audience?
Right. Well, first of all, I'm sorry I'm late. My doctor kept me. So, it's hectic to be on the other side of the sheets these days as a patient of a physician. I have to wait all the time. Anyway, it's great to have you all here. We're very proud of what both of these colleges are doing in education. As you all know, most of our students don't have to pay much to go to school, which is look at the rest of the state or go to UF. I've just had a couple of my grandson and granddaughter enrolled in UF, and I know for sure how much it costs to go next fall. So this is a great opportunity to expand education for everybody in the field. As you have said, it's absolutely critical for all of us to survive in this world. So again, welcome and thank you, and sorry I was late, but it's delighted to be here with all of you.
Dr. Meadows, I want our people to know that Dr. Tippett is the single greatest champion that we have moving us to the state health insurance plan. And I want our people to salute you for being that advocate and that champion.
I can attest to that. He hit the ground running as a board member, and his number one priority is to ban every legislative orders here that he can get his within voice emphasize to talk about the need for us and the fairness of being in the state health insurance plan. And I believe we're going to make it this year. It's the council president's number one priority, and we're going to involve some of our trustees in this legislative process as well. And Dr. Tippett has agreed to travel to Tallahassee and help us continue the fight. Nothing is easy. Nothing worthwhile is easy, and if it is, it's just accidental. Sometimes you get those, as one of our college presidents, Dr. Haraway, used to say that every now and then the blind hog can find an acre, no offense to Arkansas. but anyway, we are delighted that we're going to be able to do this and hopefully fashion some other partnerships as well. One of the partnerships that has just emerged is through our good fortune, we have some recurring money through Level Technologies to do what is called Operation Next. And Operation Next is for institutions in the Florida college system that are in general approximation to military bases to help most renowned military people enroll in rapid workforce credentialing programs free to them. And this is a recurring fund that will be operationalized through Pensacola State College to fund what the company is Live Technologies. It's a U.S. Department of Defense funded 501c3. And so Northwest will be one of those institutions offered the opportunity to do that training. It's non-credit training that can become credit training if they wish to stay in CNC machining, which you have a very large manufacturer there that is CNC machining and also welding. And we partnered many years ago with Alabama water colleges and got $11 million grant to enhance our welding programs. And I think we actually loaned one of our portable welding trucks to y'all for a period of time. So that's some of the examples of how we can work together and how we have worked together in the past and how we'll continue to work together in the future. The articulation agreement that we're going to sign today is ceremonial in one aspect. We do have a draft MOU here that we will continue to work with Dr. Bradley's and others and Dr. Spicer at the college to make sure that number one, we charge the same tuition that we charge here, which is 75% of the average university tuition for the upper level courses, just as y'all do with your upper level bachelor degree programs, so that we can ignite students, so that we can get them in the degree track with any prerequisites necessary, and so that we can, between our two institutions, provide the faculty to actually teach the students these core courses in cybersecurity and then to award a degree. Dr. Sims and I, by the way, this is not new to us. We did partnerships like this as we were merging, creating Bevel State, and prior to Bevel State, where we had partnerships like this, where another institution actually awarded a degree, but we offered the coursework at nursing at Parker College that became a part of Bevel State later. Having said that, are there any questions that any of you have about this program or what it's going to do for your students and for your community and your local industry and your cyber industry? And by the way, we're finding out that although in a lot of the on the federal side there is a security clearance that is required, there are some positions in cyber that do not require that security clearance. For example, Homeland Security, they actually have internship programs and that where your graduates, while they're still in college seeking the degree, once they get that certification, they don't have to have that national security clearance to go to work for Homeland Security. They eventually will have to have it if they step into certain types of positions. So the other part that we found out about cybersecurity is that in our communities where cyber is emerging as a industry standard for companies to have certified individuals, that there are groups that are forming and becoming known to not only at the military that invite civilian cyber personnel and cyber company owners to join in this group to discuss labor force needs and other kinds of changes, technological changes that are emerging, and laws and policies that are changing regarding certain. We have two groups here in Pensacola. They actually support the College Foundation and our Alumni Association's scholarship program because they want to be exposed to Pensacola State College and what we offer. And that is going to happen in your communities as well as you offer this program, this advanced program. Is there going to be companies that have to have cyber experts on staff, and they will start forming their own groups to talk about labor force, and they'll interact with you, and they're great people to have on advisory council committees. So this is a springboard today for your institution, and certainly an enhancement to our program that will generate some FTE for our college, but some opportunities for your community. So having said that, Dr. Stevenson, let's sit at the table here and do this signing. Mary, do we take pictures first like we're really signing it?
Well, we can do both. I mean, once you sign it,
Put back.
Can you grab his glasses off? They want those to be in procedure. No, they're not.
Mr. Tom Gillum is our attorney, and he has signed the document, but Dr. Rutherford, if you would come forward, we'll just get you to sign it there, and that way we won't have any cause to not have a fully executed document. Now come around so we can. For the picture. And Dr. Stevenson, you're signing, are you signing blue?
Yes,
All right,
always, right?
that's right.
Always. Sign blue.
you're both left-handed.
We're the only two people in here on our right mind.
That's not true. I'm left-handed.
Or that we know of.
Yeah, left-handed.
We get one more.
Yes, we can.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. What they didn't tell you is, after I left Delta State, we partnered together on a statewide program called the All Alabama Academic Team Program, and we have one here, the Alabama Part Academic Team. And Dr. Stevenson initially did both the jobs that we were both doing to raise money for a statewide endowment for the scholarship program, and the management part as well. And one of the things that he is so good at is organizing and elevating events and projects. As y'all well know, since he's been there, how many years now?
6.5.
6.5 years. I'm beginning my 16th year here. I thought I was going to be here about 6.5 years. My wife thought I was going to be about here 6.5 years, and it turned into twice as long. And thank goodness, you know, we're having better days and smile upon by the legislature this year, our entire system, and particularly our two institutions, because of our local legislative. And so we look forward to continuing to work together, and it's so pleasing to know that a colleague of mine from the past has shown up in Florida and is willing to work with us to create opportunities for students. And Dr. Stevenson's heart is always with the student and what's best for the student. And I think
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let's take one more picture here.
All right.